Hello. In this video, I will show you how to use the DNA Confirmation Citation Maker app to create a DNA source citation on WikiTree for your WikiTree profiles based on an X chromosome DNA match. This video is based on version 2.0 of the Confirmation Maker app, and we will start by going into the X DNA match area. The first thing you need to do is to fill in the names of the test takers. The app prefers you to use WikiTree IDs, so I will put my WikiTree ID in the first box. And if the second test taker was also a WikiTree member, I would put his ID in here, or her ID. But in this case, the test taker is actually not a WikiTree member, so I'm going to just use initials for him, PS. Now the test taker is another male, and for X chromosomes, two males can provide a match, and you can use that to go back a number of generations because of the unique way that X chromosome inheritance works. However, if one of the test takers was female, then because the inheritance is broader in that regard, you'd need a third person to triangulate that. So there's a box for a third test taker C, which is optional. And in this case, we don't need that. So I'm just going to skip ahead to hit the next button. So we had a problem because PS is not a valid WikiTree ID, so the app says I'm not sure where to find out his information. Luckily, his mother is a WikiTree member, another cousin of mine, and so I do know her WikiTree ID, so I will put in her WikiTree ID and let the app know that that person is the parent of PS, the test taker, and I do have to specify that PS is male. For special DNA confirmations like X chromosome, also for the Y or the mitochondrial DNA confirmations, the gender is important because the inheritance of DNA is specific in those cases, in all of those cases, unique. So after a little bit of time, it retrieved information for myself, my cousin Mary, and her son, PS, the other test taker. So you can see how we are related here. And that actually matches with the WikiTree relationship that has been found. You'll see their names are in the exact same order. Of course, the WikiTree relationship chart has a little bit more information and direct links to each of the profiles. So we're going to continue on to the next stage, and the next stage is important because you have to answer these three questions before you can go forward. First of all, have you confirmed your relationship to your match through traditional genealogy or family history? And in fact, we have confirmed that on WikiTree, and there's this relationship actually shows all of those connections. The only connection it does not show is the connection from Mary to her son, PS. But that is a valid connection. I have her word for it and his. So the next question, has this DNA match been provided by a DNA testing company? Yes, it has. In fact, it is a match that I found on 23andMe. So we will use that. Peter Roberts has done some other videos on using the DNA confirmation match program, and he uses GEDmatch for his examples. So if you want to see some great work on using GEDmatch, then I would recommend you watch some of his videos. Okay, the third question is, does the DNA predicted relationship correspond with the known relationship from traditional genealogy? So you can see here on this page, I've anonymized some of the information, and I've amalgamated a bunch of screens together so you can see the relevant information. You can see that 23andMe predicted that PS and I were 3rd to 6th cousins. And if you look, go back to the mini tree. If I'm going to click on this link here, just go back to step 4, we can see the mini tree, and that showed us that PS and I were in fact 5th cousins. So that fits comfortably in the 3rd to 6th range. When you get that far out, 3rd to 6th, because of the randomness of DNA distribution, the cousinship is quite broad. So that's not unusual. So yes, it does match. So we can continue on. So the name of the company is 23andMe, and for an X chromosome match, it's pretty straightforward. All you have to do is put in the number of centimorgans. So that's 30 centimorgans here. Looking at the chromosome, the chromosome match. Specifically here, you could see that I could put in 29.75 centimorgans if I want to be really specific, but I think 30 will be suffice. Then we go into next, and this gives us our source citation. So you'll see that the very first source citation is the confirmation for Raphael and Marie, who are our most recent common ancestors. And on WikiTree, you put in the confirmations on the child's page. So if we go back to this relationship so you can sort of follow along, Raphael and Marie are the most recent common ancestors of us, and Marie-Julie is my great-great grandmother. And so if we go to her page, we can mark the relationship. Now, because it's a couple, an ancestral couple, we can say that we're confident that we're related to them, but we can't say that we're confirmed, because with the X chromosome could have come from Raphael, or it could have come from Marie, or it could have come from a combination of the two of them. It's impossible to know at this point with just Patrick and myself. So that's why we're going to put confident down. So the instructions are, we go to Marie-Julie's page and edit it. So if you can just hover over Marie-Julie and you see how the link lights up. If you click on that, it'll automatically open up. So you can go back and forth from one tab to another and do that. What I like to do is I like to grab that tab and drag it next door so that I can work on it over here side by side. So we want to go to the edit page, click on edit, and then we mark the relationship from Marie-Julie to Raphael and Marie both as confident. So we go over here, and under the edit family on the right hand side, we're going to change that from father is confident, the mother is confident. Then, in case you didn't see that, there's nice little pictures there about where to look and what buttons to click. And then here's the important part. We want to add the source citation. So we can just hit the copy button and it'll automatically copy. You see that's highlighted there. That tells you that it's copied it. So we're going to go into the bio of Marie-Julie, down below all her events, and under sources, I'm going to paste that in. Now, one thing that I saw Peter Roberts do is he added a subsection for DNA, and I really like that idea. So you might want to do that as well. So I'm putting in my DNA heading, and then I'm just going to paste. I can use Control V, or I can just go right click and paste, and there we go. The paternal and maternal relationships are both confident, and then it has all the information that we entered. Okay, and the final step is we need to put in we have to explain our changes. So I might just copy that phrase right there, copy it, and then explain your changes. I'm going to paste that. There we go. And I'm going to hit Save Changes, and it's saving it, and there we go. So if we went back to the public view, we can now see if we can go right down to the DNA, and there's the confirmation we just put in, the citation. So now we have just put in the source citation for our at the top level, basically, of the pyramid. If we look back at the mini tree, we have now confirmed Raphael and Marie. Well, we've confirmed them in that we've indicated that we're confident that that's the valid connection. Now, what we need to do is we can actually now go and add a confirmation statement for everyone else in this whole chain. So we could confirm that Marie is confirmed by DNA to be the mother of this Marie. Marie is the mother of Donat. Donat is the father of Marie Berthe. Marie Berthe is the mother of Pauline, and Pauline is my mother. And all of that has been confirmed because of the segment of the X chromosome that we share. And likewise, we can go down this side and add confirmation statements to all of those. So let me just advance back through where we were. And how do we do that? Well, after we've done that first initial confirmation, we scroll down, you see there's a bonus section. I called it bonus when I created the app because I wanted it to stand out. And you can see there's the list of all the different people on WikiTree whose relationship we can now confirm using this same relationship. And to show them, you have to click the big button here that says show extra DNA confirmations. And there you go. Same sort of idea. It tells you, so to confirm that Marie-Julie is the mother of Marie, you have to go to Marie's profile. So if you click on Marie, it'll open up a page. And again, I'm going to drag that over here. And again, we'll go into the edit place. We will confirm with DNA. Copy that link. Go down to her bio, birth, marriage, death. And under sources, I'm going to, put a DNA section and then paste it. And there we have it. Okay, and DNA confirm, confirmation, added with source citation, save changes. And likewise, we can go through and do each one of these. Copy, open up the page, edit, and so on. One of the suggestions from one of the testers was to put in the WikiTree ID against each person's name. And if by doing that, for example, if we went to here, I'm going to copy Donat's WikiTree ID, and then up in the URL, if I just change the, wait a second, where are we here? I can just put his name up here, and it'll automatically load. If you're really quick at doing that sort of thing, that might be faster than clicking, drag, and then dragging the window over. That's just a tip for power users. But anyways, you can see there's a whole pile of different confirmations now you can do. So that's it. I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, or if there are things that don't work the way you expect them to, you can always contact me, the author, by clicking on this link and send me a message. And also when we have the videos, whenever there's a new video, it'll be added to the how-to video section at the bottom here. You can see there's the link for Peter's triangulation video, and the link to this one will show up here as soon as it gets published on YouTube. Thank you very much. Have a great day.